I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really miss me. I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way she teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could seem to say. I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in Week 4 as away we go. Darius Davis to return it. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Chargers take it for first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert with a blitz coming. Throw is there for a long day Ganston. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. On the move, past the 40. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's got room to roam. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On return, here comes Davis. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10.
Copy, copy.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's got it along the sideline. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now a fourth down, staring right at him. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13.
180!
Baker now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Good. 180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Real.
Third and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down from the 42. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
180. Done.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Pass is caught by the rookie out of UCF. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
What's up? 180. What's up?
From the red zone on 1st. Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers break the tie here in the 1st. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Delta to Hunt. Hey, Ram. Ready.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to Hampton. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, give to Hampton. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And he just get the play off. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Has room down the left sideline. And to the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
I know you feel the same questions I do for people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Boswell to add the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 20-7 ball game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Jackson now to return it. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Into the red zone. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
His return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Kings! Stop!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. Rolling into enemy territory. Keeps himself upright. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers go up by 12. And Freiermuth the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Jackson now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
21.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Running it with Hampton. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Trying with Hampton. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. To throw, Herbert. Chased out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Play action now for Herbert. Rolling out to his left. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Herbert now to throw on third. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Hampton gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
It's Hampton on second. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. We'll have them gain up a handful there. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd and short, Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. and St. Jude's picks it off. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
Chargers 24.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. On from Pacheco to start the half. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
180! What's up? What's up?
It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Mayfield from the gun, 3rd down. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. They get 19 on that pickup, and the Steelers have a 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he cuts it back right. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
What's up? What's up?
They'll go back to Pacheco on 1st. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Baker now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Real.
Pacheco will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Point after up and good for Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 34. Chargers 24. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back to Hampton. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs from the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. To the air this time. Herbert finds McConkey. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Black 80, black. Go. Real.
First and 10, Herbert. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
12. Set. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
59.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Set.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And this is going to be caught, so they get the 2, and now trail by only 2.
34. Chargers.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. His return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Warren quick on the draw. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
On my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest.
Six. Run. 180. Kings. Stop.
1st down. Here's Baker. On the move. Headed right. There's Metcalf working that right side. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Steelers with the ball. They are leading, but not by a lot. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. That's caught for the 1st. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push this to an 8-point game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. You sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Line. Taylor tight.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Cap.
On 3rd down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This is Hampton, right side. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
180. What's up?
Right back to Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pass this underneath to Warren. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance. That defense is going to have to...
And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 16-point lead.
Chargers 32. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now for Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Herbert from the gun. McConkey's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 from the 43. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now they face second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Brought in by Gadsden. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That one's good to McConkey. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on it. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Set. 5-9, 5-9. Let's go.
It's Herbert once more. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal. Hampton. And he barrels across with a touchdown. The Chargers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Go. 21. Set.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. There's a dive up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. The Chargers calling timeouts. That's their last one. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Two distant strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Cold plumbing cause I made them